What's good people? We repeat. Man, I'm telling you, I don't know how this whole system they got is even gonna pan out, young elder. To be honest, I'm 100% honest with you, man. I can't tell you how their new system is gonna work. Right now, I wouldn't put anything past them. Uh-oh, I'm on vacay. Okay, Michelle daughter. I guess Mr. Sledge is on vacation too. I ain't really seen him that much either. What's up, Ozzy? I hope you're a real woman, Michelle. You gonna have a crying game sequel on your hands. No, it's a lot going on, man. So, but thank y'all, dude. Hope y'all hit the like button coming through the door. She's like, all woman. All right, there you go. There you go, Mr. Sledge. You got it. So now let's get into why we're here. And somebody seemed to have slammed the door on us. The Patreon on fire. Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet. Wait till today. The CIA gonna be knocking at my door. I'm telling you, they're gonna be lined up outside by the time I'm done today. You're gonna learn about a whole government operation. But before we get into all of that and the Patreon and everything else, let's talk about why we are here. The NBA is shaking up the spot, baby. Oh, thanks, Polo. Anybody else want to support, they can hit the Cash App up. Carcino's the name on the Cash App. They should know that. But no, I didn't see nothing silly saying Kawhi's finna leave. Now, what was shocking to me is that Gordon Hayward opted out of like $24 million to leave Boston. He wants to be an unrestricted free agent. That is huge. Somebody has promised him big money. Somebody got big money on the table in order for Gordon Hayward to opt out of like $24 million. Knicks is just one team, but somebody has offered him some big money somewhere. You don't opt out of $24 million unless you know you got something way more and better around the corner. Oh, 30 mil he opted out of. Man, I thought it was 24. But even that 30 million, and you say no to 30 million when you didn't have two injuries, two major injuries in your last 2 seasons? And you finna say bye-bye to $30 million? Well, this gonna work out because the team didn't want him anyway. The players, they were like, bet. He gone. Now, if he come back and they re-sign Hayward, Boston be like, come back, here's some more money. No, he don't fit. He don't fit with this squad of what they're running. But it'd be great if he came off the bench, played with the second unit. You still bothered about the Warriors not drafting LaMelo? He's not a good fit. He's a good marketing piece for him, but you need somebody that's going to follow the system. Golden State is about a system. And if you got somebody in there who's, doing his own thing, it's kind of hard to run a system. When you do you think LaMelo gonna listen to coaching? Do you think he's a coachable type of player? No. Every time he did something, he got in trouble. Somebody was there to wipe his butt and get him out of trouble. He got into it with the coach. They moved him to Lithuania. Every time he get into trouble, they move him somewhere and they appease him. That's not what you want in Golden State. James Wiseman will definitely make you forget. Like, I don't even know why I mentioned that. Wiseman is exactly what they need. Now, the NBA is launching an investigation right now into what happened with the Sacramento Kings. That's right. You're hearing it here live. There was an issue with the Sacramento Kings and what happened with the Bogdanovic trade. They were supposed to do a sign and trade. They had an agreement, supposedly, and they announced the trade. Which would have sent what's that, DeVincenzo and Islana, whatever his name is. They would have went to wherever, to the Kings, and then they would have gotten Bogdanovic over there in Milwaukee. Now, the way this went down, for some reason, the deal got canceled and the trade got voided. Hit the like button, everybody, because I'm finna show you what problems existed because of this. Now, players who probably didn't know they were even on the trading block end up being traded. And because they ended up being traded, more problems ensued because they weren't traded. So Milwaukee had to release Esolano, whatever his name is, Esolano. Even though he averaged about 6 points a game, that guy could score more if he had more time. But they let him go because they had to. You couldn't bring that angry guy back. We seen what happened with the Chris Paul thing. Lamar Odom, he turned to the pipe. With G Money and I put together, can never separate us apart. Let no man separate. He never recovered. Mm-hmm. I know. It's amazing right now. I really don't like losing Kennard, but Detroit is in a rebuild stage, and losing Luke Kennard. Hey, I like the moves Detroit made. They getting all these contracts out, and they get some valuable players in and they building from the ground up. What is there to investigate? Because that was supposed to be a sign and trade. You don't announce a trade and then have it voided because you didn't secure the sign and trade with Boggs. So because you didn't, facilitate the trade and get that trade done, now it's just. I have no idea, man. It's kind of crazy out here. Why would you say that? Bucks is in trouble? I mean, KD was only there 3 years, dude. Yeah, everything has been really deplorable right now. It's just not making any sense. So the NBA is going to launch an investigation. When they find out at the end of that investigation, LeBron James got something to do with it. They'll be, oh, whoa, wait a minute. Okay, we out. Oh, no, it's Bron. It's cool. He didn't want them going to Milwaukee. No, I blew that up. I had to blow that up. Stop investigating right now. 76ers will come out the East. Where? How? Are they better than the Miami Heat? What have they done to make them better than the Miami Heat? You still got the same problem. Ben the Bus Simmons. Shoot! Turnover! There you go. Don't forget to smash the like button. So, anyhow, they will continue this dog and pony show. They're going to put on this whole whatever this is and go and do an investigation to see how the Kings screwed this up. This was supposed to be a slam dunk. The trade was announced, signing trade, sending him over there. Now, where is Boggs going to go? Now he's a free agent. I mean, the Bucks can still get him. Or maybe somebody did this and talked him out of it at the last minute so that he can go someplace else. So manipulation is at play here. Yep, manipulation at its finest. So what you got to do is you're going to have to find out what's really going on out there. I don't know. It could be LeBron. I wouldn't put it past him. And now, now let's see something different. Let's see how this. Now you heard they launching the investigation. Let's see what happens when they finalize the investigation. Let's see if we hear that. Let's see if we hear that. Now we hear they started the investigation. That's why I wanted to make a video and put it in lights. They started the investigation. Let's see where it ends up. Oh, the Bledsoe trade is done. Bledsoe's gone. Bledsoe wasn't involved in this deal. This was the Divinchenko deal. Yeah, the cake been baked on that Bledsoe trade. He's gone. Now, don't forget to hit the like button, good people, as we will get to it even further. The NBA has decided that they're going to expand on their in-play tournament thing that they were talking about. This is a one-year experiment where they're going to take teams 7 through 10 and have them play in a mini tournament. So what you're basically saying is that people who are in 7th place, they could be a half game out of 4th, a 3rd. And you're going to screw them and put them in some type of play-in tournament. And the winner gets what? Seeding? It's like, the heck are you talking about? Right, none of this makes any sense. All this is to try to do something captivating with some teams that the NBA don't care nothing about anyway. It's like, you guys are just there to facilitate a bubble. You guys have no chance of winning a championship, but we're going to put like a tournament together to make people more interested in watching you. He got traded again, Nicholas? So this is the new thing. Don't forget to hit the like button. If you want to donate to the page, the name on the Cash App is Carcino. There it is. Carcino is the Cash App. Yeah, Andrew, that's what I said. They're going to investigate it because it wasn't supposed to go down that way. But somebody said something to somebody, and they want to know who said what and what happened. And once they find out who the culprit is, when you got 23, Faker 23 in a Laker jersey, hiding behind a curtain, they're going to pull the curtain, close that curtain back. Then that's it. Once you see that happen, then you know what time it is. They gonna back off the investigation. And then when you see Bogdanovic in a Laker uniform somewhere, then you know what's going on. Backstreet Rich Paul. They ruined the NBA All-Star game. They destroyed the NBA All-Star game. It's not even a game anymore. That's just some pickup game garbage now. That's destroyed. So you destroyed that fabric. What other fabric did you destroy? Mm-hmm. Now let's look at it even further. The NBA said that they're gonna put the schedule out for half the season. It's 72 games. 10 games are wiped out. So already LeBron is losing games. He's losing games now. So that means they're gonna be playing less games, and it's gonna be less a chance of him passing Kareem. So this is why he ain't gonna be. I told you he ain't gonna be doing no doggone resting. He can't afford to. He got to try to get his 30s and 20s, keeping his average up. The point of playing games is to try to get more attention paid on the teams that the NBA could care less about. If you make it a tournament, people will start to watch it and pay attention to it. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get interest of the fans. That's the goal. It's cute, but if you're a player and this is a really tournament of the NBA tournament, if I'm in 4th, 5th place, and I fall to 7th, and I'm only down by a game from the 4th and 5th spot or the 6th seed, I'm only one game behind. Why the hell are you gonna put me in a tournament? I'll be like, I'm only a game out. They can lose. They can go on a 2-game losing streak. We go on a 2-game winning streak. We in 3rd place. The West is all separated by like a game or 2 games. So you can go from 1 week being in 7th and being in 3rd. For all you guys who like to say that the Lakers was in 4th place when LeBron got hurt, y'all love to run that line. The Lakers was in 1st place. They was in like 4th place when LeBron got hurt. Yeah, but they was a half game from being in 7th. They was in 4th and they were losing with LeBron before that happened. Then they went from that to they were only like a game from being in 7th. This is the West. It's the Wild Wild West. You a game and a half above the next guy. So if you are in play tournament, you in 7th spot, you might be a game away from them or a game and a half from being in 3rd. Why in the world would I want to be in a tournament? To try to see where I'm going to be seated at? Like I'm going to be stuck here? I'm a game and a half away from being in 3rd. So that's why you don't really do a 7 through 10. Now, if you want to do an 8th seed, 9th seed, giving some 9th seed team a chance and all that, that's fine by me. Do that. But when you expand all the way up to 7, now you're endangering people who actually had a shot to go higher. So they will have to explain it a little bit more or clean it up. I don't know who they have in these rooms. But like I tell you, there are no basketball decisions being made. This is all marketing, business decisions, and this is Adam Silver Slippers. His whole, this is arena. The marketing. That's his job. And he don't care about the game of basketball, the tradition, nothing. He will screw it all up just to do this. Yeah, it's ridiculous now, and it's coming to a point where it don't make sense. So you got half of the season being known. So the players, all they know is half the season. They don't know what the second half of the season gonna be like. They just know the schedule for half the season. Why? The whole thing is another pandemic. It's another pandemic NBA playoffs. None of this stuff should count. I mean, you guys can eat it all up, but like I told you, when it comes to LeBron James games, I'm out. When they play the Clippers, I'll watch. When they play Brooklyn, I'll watch. Other than that, Even the Golden State games. I'm out. I'm serious. No more LeBron. He's done. I am not watching his games. Period. It's over. After what they did with that pandemic championship, I'm done. I'm not watching the Warriors play LeBron. No. And I said that before Clay got hurt. Clippers, Clippers, and number 2, Brooklyn. And I said that before all these trades is going down anything. Kevin Durant and Kyrie versus LeBron, I was in. Sign me up for that game. Now you got Kawhi versus LeBron. Sign me up. I want in. I want all the way in. Lord Rothschild said, check out his small channel. Well, Cantor has got a $5 million deal, and he gonna stay with Boston. Now, Thon Maker is finna go. He gonna become a free agent. They got rid of Tony Snell. They got him out of there. Told you, Pistons cleaning house. Pistons are cleaning house. The game is gonna eventually go back to the center position. Yeah, once they get LeBron out of here, it would. You see, the game always changed to cater to the person they trying to help. LeBron James cannot play if there's a center in position. If there's a center down in the post, that kills his whole game. He can't go to the hole and get these layups and dunks no more. He's done. And they know that, and they know LeBron's exposed. Rondo's going to the Clippers. I told people that 2 weeks ago. Rondo was going to the Clippers. The Clippers are interested in Rondo. Which tells me somebody might be trying to move Lou Williams. The Clippers got Luke Kennard. And they got the draft rights to Jason Scrub. And Brooklyn got Shamit now. They got Bruce Brown from the Pistons. And the Pistons got the 19th overall pick. They got Bay came over. And they got Rodney McGruber. What was that? Jalen Hands and 2021's J pick and all that stuff. It's a lot of stuff going on. But these players, some of these players are not even on their team. Like Kelly Oubre Jr., he's supposed to be going someplace else now. He's supposed to go to OKC. But I think he's being traded they traded him from the Chicago Bulls to the OKC Thunder. Like Trevor Ariza. Trevor Ariza got dealt. The Timberwolves went and got a guy from Greece, which tells me their days with the cat is gonna be short. Yeah, I mean they did a trade with OKC and all this stuff. Kelly Oubre has bounced around and now he's going to Golden State. Yeah, he's over there now because they need him. They need him to start. Clay is going to be out the whole season now. So now this changes the whole dynamic. It's hard for me to tell somebody their career is over, but mentally, you just got to, just was recovering and getting over this injury to your ACL, then your Achilles go out. We saw that happen to Kobe. I told you, Kobe came back from the Achilles. He had a list of other problems now. The knee went out. It was injury after injury after injury. An NBA player knows when they Achilles are about to go. There's signs before your Achilles go. So you know. You'll feel a burn normally because it don't, unless it just automatically just snaps in half. Normally it's sore for a while. And you'll think it's sore just because, but some people know their Achilles is sore. Kobe knew because he was pushing himself so hard in all those games, trying to get the Lakers in the playoffs. He wanted to go to the playoffs one more time and make one more run. And he was fighting to try to get the Lakers in the playoffs. And he was playing like 40-some minutes a night. He was putting up 40 points. He was pushing himself, and he knew it. And that's what he said. He's like, man, the game before my Achilles was killing me. The back of my leg was killing me. He knew. He iced it down and everything, thought he'd be able to go. Kevin Durant, ice and therapy and rehab and all that stuff on his Achilles, should not have been playing basketball in that NBA Finals. They knew there's a chance you could tear your Achilles. Because it had a slight tear. He had a pull. He didn't tear it. He pulled it. And once he injured it and he walked off the court, it was a good thing he didn't tear it. Then he comes back, first game back. He don't even make it past 2 quarters. And he tears his Achilles. Basketball, this is more than any sport. Basketball is the hardest thing to come back from is an Achilles. So don't forget, man, the Cash App, Carcino is the name on the Cash App. If you want to donate to the page. No, Isaiah was already retiring, Tim, before the Achilles even hit. That was his last season. Matter of fact, that was the last game. That was his last game. He tore his Achilles on the last game he was actually playing in his career. He was out. Isaiah was retiring. So he was already, that was his last game. And he went out there for the last time. Yeah, Isaiah was already, this was his last season. Yeah, I got my phone back working, but once he tore his Achilles, he was like, I'm out. He went out on his last game against the Orlando Magic. They played, and everybody was cheering because they knew it was going to be his final game. And then he tears his Achilles, and he limped off the court and was like, so he was already planning on retiring. Everything was set up for Zeke to be out. That was his last season. He literally, then his body gave out. It was just the icing on the cake. His last game, he tears his Achilles. Well, the reason why Dominique was able to come back was because Dominique is a 2-foot jumper. He's a 2-feet leaper. There's not too many of those guys in the league anymore. Dominique jumps from 2 feet on the ground. He's a 2-feet takeoff jumper. So a guy like that was going to always have support on and not put so much pressure on one leg. So that's why he was able to come back. There's not too many 2-feet leapers in the game anymore. That's why his dunks were so spectacular. Dominique would dribble 2 feet, boom. You'd be like, good Lord. Nah, rich boy, it was long. See, back then, guys played 13, 14 seasons. That was tops because the game was much more physical. So guys were playing 9 years, 10 years. If you had 10 years in the league, you had done something. Now the game is so cupcake, guys can go 17 years, 16 years, 20 years, and that's not good. That's not good for the league because what happens is you don't flush out the old and bring in the new. It's now you got all these old guys trying to dance and stick around 20, 30 years and don't want to give up the spotlight. No, it's still mine. Nope, still mine. I'm the star. They're going to be, look, you've been here 27 years, man. Come on. That's what you got with this Bron guy. No, still mine. I'm the king. Look, you got every record. Okay, you played 27 years. You think it's time? No, I still got game. Still got game. When I lose it, then I'll let it go. Bron, come on. Everybody that's played with you have retired. You're in a whole nother generation, and then they got players retiring. Why don't you let it go? Nope. Mm-mm. My hair is gone, but nope. I ain't letting this go. Come on, man. Gotta let it go, Bron. No. Mm-mm. So he ain't gonna let it go. He gonna stay right where he's at. What's his name? Tim Duncan got out. Tim Duncan got out. At 19 years. He didn't even do a 20th season. I don't even think he did 20 years. That is a very good question. The Dennis Schroeder trade for Danny Green and a 2nd-round draft pick? A swing man who didn't even stick in OKC. They traded him again. Didn't he go to the 76ers? Didn't the 76ers get him? 76ers got him, and now they got another shooter on the team. They get Terrence Ferguson, who can shoot, and Danny Green on the 76ers. So they actually putting some pieces together there. Then they got Seth Curry, right? His son-in-law. Boy, he good with that nepotism, ain't he? First, he had his son on the team with him, Austin Rivers. Now he got his son-in-law, Seth Curry. Austin Rivers gonna head over there to Philly. Daddy! He gonna go on the phone. Hey, whoa, boy. Oh, you want to come over here? Because I everything going on over here in Philly. Yeah, you go. You gonna pick up. What's going on, boy? How you doing? Yeah. All right, you come on, boy. Bron made sure to get rid of Danny Green. Of course, he was gone. He got to go because every time, if they'd have kept him on the team and they win a championship, he can't say the first player to do this and that. He got to say it with Danny Green. He didn't realize that. He thought he was going to be the only one to say that. Like, yeah, the third player in history to get 3 championships with 3 different teams, LeBron James. He turned around, it's Danny Green right with him. Hey, I got 3 with you. What? You do? Yeah, San Antonio, Toronto. I'm a back-to-back champion, baby. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. And you missed that shot the other night. We got to get rid of him. Put the Coos thing on hold. Danny Green got to go right now. Danny Green knew he was gone. I mean, what's his name? Bradley really knew. LeBron didn't want him on getting a ring. He didn't want Bradley getting no ring. Bradley didn't play. Bradley gonna go and be a free agent. He knew LeBron wasn't finna bring him back. He knew that wasn't happening. He opted right out and became a free agent because he's like, look, I know people gonna want to pick me up. The Houston Rockets are trying to get John Wall. They want John Wall to be their point guard while they gonna bring up some young guys to be their point guard of the future. But they want to start from the point guard position and they want to try to move Westbrook to they want to keep Westbrook and Harden, but it's like they're adamant about leaving. Yeah, they Russell Westbrook for they're trying to work the numbers out and because both of them got astronomical contracts. Ain't been exposed yet. Who are you talking about? Is he talking about LeBron? Right. Because LeBron been done since 2014. What is he talking about? Dude got no moves. Dude, who is these dudes? This guy talking about some no moves, but he passed Jordan in points. No, it took him more games. Jordan did everything he did in less games. Period. LeBron played more games. LeBron got more points on free throws. Talking about he took less shots to get it because he was getting on the free throw line and he was shooting threes. Michael Jordan wasn't shooting threes. Like, what are you talking about? Stop. You comparing apples to oranges, dog. You're talking about a bubblegum league. That's like somebody playing John Madden football on All Pro, talking about, yeah, I scored this many points and you scored this. Jordan is on All Madden. If you can't talk to somebody if you playing All Pro and you ain't playing All Madden, you can't even have that conversation with them. They're going to look at you like an idiot. That's how we're looking at y'all. Like, dog, y'all playing on arcade. They're playing on All Madden. Jordan played on All Madden. Allen Iverson, Kobe, All Madden. This dude played in the Cupcake League. Joe Montana is one of the greatest quarterbacks, but he ain't Brady. Right, every play somebody lay on the ground and somebody come pick him up like a baby. Oh, he's down. I'm like, this super sensitive league right now. One foul, somebody, they got to go look at the tape and throw somebody out. Somebody accidentally get hit in the head. Oh, that's a flagrant one. Or is that a flagrant two? Flagrant two. It hit him in the head. He's ejected. I'm like, it's ridiculous. And y'all comparing this league to real players. It's insulting. It's insulting. I can't put LeBron over anybody that played in the season of 1990, even the 12th man. I can't put LeBron over Tree Rollins. I can't put him over none of them dudes. They played when it was real. I'll tell you right now, LeBron wouldn't be able to hold Antoine Carr. Antoine Carr would have gave LeBron James the business. Byron Russell, who Jordan hit the shot on, would have gave LeBron the business. Thurl Bailey would have gave LeBron the business. Kevin Willis would have gave LeBron James the business. What I'm trying to tell y'all is that LeBron James is athletically talented. Those guys would not have been able to prevail in the league without having or possessing some skills. LeBron is about shortcuts. He takes shortcuts to everything he's ever gotten in his life. He was given everything. Otis Thorpe, there you go. That guy would have dominated him. The Davis boys would have beat him. Everybody would have beat LeBron. It's easy. He couldn't get by. These guys now got him beat. He can't get by anybody. They have to change the defense. You can't be in the lane. What kind of garbage is that? Go watch any 90s game. You see a big pile of people in the paint. What was LeBron going to do? When you can't do no 4 and out. LeBron is a guy that got to play with 4 other stars. That's him. I mean, they were crazy. The Bucks were desperate to get Drew Holiday. I guess Giannis really wanted him. They gave up 3 draft picks, George Hill and Eric Bledsoe. That's what the Lakers gave up to get AD. Drew Holiday ain't AD. I'm sorry. He's a good player, but he ain't that. Did this dude say Pippen carried Jordan? Yeah, he did. To the bench after Jordan scored 40 with the doggone stomach poisoning, food poisoning. Yeah, he carried him straight to the bench. Ain't no flu games. Food poison game. It's the sabotage game. But what you need to be asking is, why did the NBA lie to you? Why they change it to the flu game? Because I told you that. And everybody, only a few of you guys came back and gave me my credit when I told y'all I made that video many years ago. And it finally came up when The Last Dance came out about that game. Michael Jordan, that's a lie. Somebody said, straight up guy, you ain't been straight up since you've been on here. There is no Michael Jordan has hungover. Jordan don't drink during NBA games, like a playoff. You can forget that. Mike ain't finna go out and get drunk and then he got a game to come up. That ain't finna happen. Not no playoffs. Are you crazy? This the NBA finals? And you think Mike finna go out and get drunk? No. Mike finna had a whole month to get toe up. Mike ain't finna go get drunk in no NBA finals. Now, if that was Dennis Rodman, that's different. It was food poisoning. And we all knew here. I mean, dude, it's a known fact that happened. Matter of fact, when it was airing, if you go and watch the game and listen to it, they telling you it was food poisoning during the game. Only when it was over did the NBA come and clean and mop all that up and did an investigation. And then the investigation, you never saw the facts of it or what was revealed after that, and just said Michael Jordan had a stomach flu. It was the flu game. He got a weird stomach flu. Didn't want that to go out because they didn't want to encourage other people to try to do the same things in other cities. This is why the NBA didn't tell you that. Said it 4 years ago. Known it for longer than that. Hello? These telemarketers are having some fun, boy. Said it for 4, known it since 1998. I mean, Tim Grover would tell anybody who would listen. He's already stated it. Everything I said was true. Every word of it. Everything I told you. The Last Dance did nothing but confirm everything I've been telling you for years. Everybody who loved Horace Grant and the Chicago Bulls, I'm like, don't worry. You're going to hate Horace Grant in a minute. Just hold on. Horace Grant was the one that said all that stuff about Jordan. He didn't like Mike. Mike didn't like him. Horace was a punk. It's true. He was a punk. He's a big old baby. No, we got good mods here, you know. People don't mind as long as you're being respectful, and they'll let you come in here and say what you got to say. He claimed he didn't say that. Of course he did. You and Sam Smith was friends. You knew exactly. I mean, it was the information he could have only gained from Michael, Scotty, Phil, or Horace. Scotty ain't gonna talk to no Sam Smith. Phil, that's dead. Mike ain't say nothing. The only other person who was there was Horace. Everybody just assumed I said something. They know you said something. They was like, the only person who was there that could have said something was Horace, Scotty, Phil, and myself. Now, who would have told Sam Smith any of this information? The only person that could have known this situation, Scotty definitely wasn't finna tell him. Phil, get real. Now, the only other person that would have told Sam Smith and he could have known was Horace. Horace didn't like Mike. It was evident. Did not like Mike. Well, the panel know what I know. I didn't handpick the panel. I'll put the link in the thing and people show up. They know what LeBron is. Not everybody is caught into this whole matrix of, the sports media. Y'all don't even know. Y'all regurgitate so much ESPN stuff, and like we hear it, it's like, oh God, there's another one. And y'all don't even know y'all doing it. He's the fastest player to 30,000. I'd be like, oh my God. Right, he's the fastest player to 30,000, but they never tell you he's only that because he got it in years, because he played coming out of high school. Kobe Bryant was second. Why? Because Kobe Bryant played after coming out of high school. He played longer. It's not by games. It was by years, by age. They did it by age. He's the fastest to do it. He's the youngest to do it, rather. Not really the fastest. Yep. So he wasn't the fastest. He was the youngest. Okay, straight up. Here's the thing. Do you think LeBron James scored more points than Michael Jordan in his first seasons in the league? Do you think he reached 30,000 points faster than Michael Jordan? No, he did not. Okay? So let's stop it. Can we please stop the nonsense? See, this is what I'm talking about. This is why we have these conversations, and this is why the chat go in on you. Jordan was a ball hog. Who was he gonna pass the ball to? Charles Shackelford or somebody? No. Judd Bushler? Will Purdue? He was supposed to get the ball to Will Purdue? He won. He didn't say, I'm trading all my players at the All-Star break. Dave Corzine. Oh, Bill Winnington was straight. He was actually a lot better. He's a little stiff, but Bill was great. Like, he had that set shot from the corner. He aggressively go. And that game when Jordan scored the double nickel, who he get a ball to? Bill Winnington. To win the game. Bill Winnington got the dunk. Jordan passed the ball. He wasn't no ball hog when Doug was there. 95% of the plays off of Michael Jordan. And the other 5% gonna end up in his hands anyway. So if you ain't stopping him, why should he pass it? And I love how you guys talk about look at LeBron and look at Lambeer. Jordan got stopped by a guy that looked like that. LeBron would have destroyed Lambeer. I'm like, LeBron, he getting punked in the league now. You think he can stand up to Lambeer? He elbowed me in the ribs. Can we look at that? Look at the tape. Look at the tape. Lambeer would have slapped his hand down as soon as he'd be like, he just hit me too. He hit my hand. Let's look at all of it. He got to get ejected. Man, he'd have laid LeBron out. So LeBron came down the lane. Here comes King James. Lambeer goes in, turns his head, and hits him with an elbow. Lambeer had that move down to perfection. That was a Lambeer classic. Lambeer, you come down the lane. When it's tap, that means no layups. He'd have came down that lane. Lambeer was getting hit, met with an elbow right to the face. Lambeer take that elbow and plant it right in your face. He times it. He jumps, and to try to say he was making a play on the ball, he turns his head away from it like he wasn't intentionally doing it. He jumps, turns, stick. My head was turned. It's a regular foul. I remember one time he just went and cleaned Jordan out. He just jumped in the air. Wham! Damn! Mike got hit in the face. Mike was like, had to walk it off and go to the line and shoot your two. You think LeBron James could have took that one time he'd have got hit? Oh, they're bringing out a stretcher for LeBron. Mama. Oh, LeBron, are you hurt? Mama, it hurt. Where it hurt, baby? boy. He'd been crying for him.